Hey y'all, Camp Live here. I just wanted to kind of show y'all some of this. Over my years of studying, prepping and survival, I've spent a lot of money that I shouldn't have. I've wasted a lot of money, and I've bought a lot of things that were just really useless. So I just kind of wanted to go through this with y'all. This is my get home bag. This goes with me everywhere I go. You never know what may happen. I don't want to bore y'all. I just want to try to help some of y'all to keep you from wasting a bunch of money like I did. So first, let's talk about the bag. And let me say this: I'm not sponsored by anybody, anything that's in here at all. This is just what I have got. This is a LA Police gear bag. I think I give about $120 for this bag. It's made really, really well. It's a solid bag. I think it's probably made as well as a lot of your $300-$400 bags. Now, at first, I had bought one that was probably maybe 8 inches shorter than this, and it set too high up on my shoulders. It didn't come far enough down my back, so it kind of threw me off balance when I was trying to walk with it. So that's the first thing I want to caution you about is get a bag that fits you. Me, I'm taller, I got a higher torso, so this taller bag, it works out well. It's way more comfortable for me. All right, next thing I want to talk about is a water bottle. Now you can use a canteen. You can use a plastic canteen with a canteen cup. This is a kit I bought. The reason I chose the stainless bottle is because I can boil water in this if I need to. But let me caution you about the bottles. If you're going to boil water in a stainless bottle, make sure that you have a single wall stainless steel bottle. You can't boil water in a double wall because it has insulation in between it. Make sure it's a single wall stainless steel bottle. So this is, like I said, this is just a little kit I bought off of Amazon. Comes with a cup, little carrying case, little hanger that you can hang it over the fire. I really like it. I think this is like 40 bucks. All right. So this is just a extra little 3-liter bladder I carry just in case I want to carry some extra water. This is just a little stove that uses the solid fuel tabs. And the reason I chose this is because even if I run out of the fuel tabs, I can break up sticks or just build a fire and just set this stove on top of the fire and still be able to boil water, cook, whatever. I've bought several of the little lightweight camping stoves, but then you got to buy the fuel canisters. How long is that fuel canister going to last? You're going to need to carry 2 or 3 of them. That's the reason I decided to go with this. While we're talking about water and everything, this is just a little water filter kit I carry. I also carry some, it's called Portable Aqua. It's just basically iodine tablets that you put in water. If you can't boil it or anything, you put a couple of these in there, shake it up, let it set for a few minutes, about 30 minutes or so. It kills all the pathogens. I'm a firm believer in having more than one way of doing everything. If you listen to some of the special forces guys talk, one of their sayings is 2 is 1, 1 is none. So redundancy, that is key. This is just a little tent, little bivvy I carry. I also carry extra little Mylar sleeping bag. You want to be able to get out of the rain. If you get caught, you definitely want to be able to put up some kind of overhead cover to get out of the rain. Carry a good pair of gloves. Of course, first aid kit. A Shemag, however you say it. Shema, I think is how it's pronounced. But when you get one of these, make sure it's cotton. You can use this for a lot of things. You can put it around your neck, keep you warm. Reason you want to make sure it's cotton is because you can use this to make char cloth in a can like this, which is an excellent tinder that will take a spark from a ferro rod and start a fire. This is just a little fishing kit, simple fishing kit I put together. Okay, this is one of the most important. This is my fire kit. I carry, this is called a UST blast match. I carry several ferro rods, but I tell you what, I'm kind of impressed with this thing. Man, this thing puts off some sparks. Look at that. So I found this the other day. I was going through some of my older stuff I had, and I found it. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna throw it in there. All right, if y'all seen, let's see which one. No, that's just a little beeswax candle I carry. Give you a little bit of light. You seen the video yesterday. This is a little fire tabs, tinder tabs that I carry. They'll take a spark from a ferro rod even when they're wet, start a fire. They work great. This is just some little very lightweight tent stakes I carry, just in case, you know, I need to put an overhead cover up. Gorilla tape. This stuff is awesome. Do not skimp. It's expensive, yes. Buy once, cry once. This stuff works better than anything I have ever used. I'm telling you, don't skimp. This right here is just another little extra ferro rod, some fuel tabs, an extra lighter I carry. Just a little folding saw. You never know when you may need to cut, you know, a decent sized piece of wood. I'm talking about the fire. I kind of got off subject talking about that. Sorry about that. You always want to make sure that you have redundancy, especially on your fire, because that is one of your most important aspects. So here, I carry a lighter in here. I carry 2 different ferro rods. This is some shaved magnesium that burns hot. It'll take a spark. One of my favorite things, and I carry this for when everything is extremely wet. This is glycerin and potassium permanganate. You see right here. This creates a chemical reaction fire, and I forget how hot it burns. I want to say it's like 1,000 degrees or something. But when everything is wet, this will create a fire, and you can dry out some tinder and get it started burning. So I always carry this. Now, this is not something I'm going to use every time I start a fire. This is only for extremely wet situations, but I do carry it. Another thing, you want to make sure you have a really good knife. Now, this is my particular knife that I have in here now is an SE4. It's got a carbon steel, 1095 carbon steel blade. I love it. I love this knife, but the only thing I'll caution you about with carbon steel, especially here in Louisiana, with the humidity and everything, it will rust, so you have to take care of it. Now me, eventually, I've been looking into a lot of the different steels. I'm probably eventually gonna go with something like S30V or S35VN or maybe even MagnaCut, because it's more of a stainless steel and you don't have to worry about, you know, the rust. Another thing, I carry a map, because if you're on foot, you want to be able to navigate. You may not have a GPS, phone may not work. Map is important. Another thing that's important is a poncho. If you're moving, it's raining, You want to stay wet. Or, I'm sorry, you want to stay dry. All right, I think that's really the most important stuff I wanted to show y'all. I have a few little other odds and ends, but they're not really worth talking about. But that's to me, that's the most important thing. Like I said, I wanted to try to help some of y'all not waste all the money that I wasted. You know, get you a good pack set up. Like I said, you can never be over prepared. You never know when you may actually need this, when it may save your life. So y'all let me know what you think. I'm open to suggestions. I'm by no means an expert, for sure. I've been doing this a long time, studying, researching, and I still got a lot to learn. I'll be the first to tell you. But so if y'all have any comments, please comment. You see something I missed, by all means share it with me. Tell me. I would love to hear from you. Thank y'all. God bless and good night.